Screen Free initiative has been a multi-year program that has grown and expanded in its worthiness. With the district's support, Dwyer is now a smartphone-free school. There have been parent information nights with speakers addressing the issues of today's kids and their untethered access to the internet 24/7 and the mental and emotional toll it plays. Dwyer PTA hosted many screen-free family nights that included bingo, lawn games, and many other activities that they could enjoy with their friends and family sans electronics. What a fun theme! Portola Hills used Big Top graphics to promote their circus membership theme. The windows of the MPR were decorated with big tops and tickets and elephant stands to keep track of the classroom participation. The kids got more and more excited as their totals grew each day. Their incentives included book fair money to students in the classrooms with the highest participation and a donut party for the classroom with the highest percentage. The membership drive was a huge success as they logged nearly 100 more memberships over the previous year. It became a mission to inspire and empower students to make an impact in their world through various service learning opportunities. Laguna Road students took on their own Great Kindness Challenge by implementing activities like a sticky note compliment day, a random act of kindness day, and a kindness egg hunt. A 6th grade teacher took the challenge to the next level by assigning kindness homework and was recognized by the Orange County Department of Education. Students posted videos, photos, and stories, which was truly heartwarming and impactful to their school community. This year marked the first ever multicultural night. The event was kicked off with a performance by a Polynesian dance troupe that took place during a school assembly. Later in the evening, students and families were exposed to different foods, music, dance, costumes, and storytelling as they enjoyed and engaged in the vast array of cultures and traditions of their school families. What a beautiful way to build community and for students to think globally, appreciate their neighbors, and the world around them. PTA made it a priority this year to encourage parents to be more involved in the school community. They themed the year Show Smith Some Love. There were PTA cafes set up after morning drop-off where new and seasoned parents could casually meet the board and learn about volunteer opportunities. They sent home weekly emails with a wealth of PTA info so that the parents always knew what was happening. They're very proud of their 50% plus open email rate. They've updated their website and online calendar and 2 marquees so there is complete transparency of PTA happenings. Monthly association meetings were held with school updates, parent education, and speaker presentations on a wide variety of subjects. Smith's PTA's accomplishments are too numerous to list here. Next time you see a Smith parent, ask about their Beyond Expectations membership drive, their dedicated advocacy representation, or their costume swap. A new school has many challenges. Creating a new volunteer parent group is equally challenging as expectations from parents coming from other schools can run high. We applaud the efforts and hard work Cadence Park PTA has shown as they started from ground zero. The board has made extraordinary strides in connecting with their school community. In just their second year, they offered more than 20 PTA programs to their school families. They built a website and engagement was up 17% from the previous month and continues to grow. They conduct regular parent surveys to keep themselves relevant to their families and connected with community advocates. Cadence PTA knows if you visit their campus, you will feel the love, the excitement, and the school spirit and pride. After a thorough evaluation, the advocacy team took the position to support School Board Measure H, a $120 million bond that would enable extensive renovations and upgrades to their San Clemente campus, one of the oldest schools in the district. Many months prior to the March ballot date, a study group of 7 worked on the resolution and wrote a 4-page analysis that included detailed pros and cons for the bond. It's easy to see parents supporting their schools when they are on campus at activities and events. The behind-the-scenes advocacy is equally important. Mr. Bill Kavanaugh is a science teacher at Sycamore Junior High School in the Anaheim Union High School District. He has sought out opportunities to further enrich his students' learning experiences. He is the advisor to the school's bird club, which studies local birds and contributes the findings to a university study. Mr. Kavanaugh applied for and received a grant to teach students science in the outdoors. It was the first time many students had been fishing. He also partnered with PTA to host the school's first astronomy night. What a fun night! Mr. Kavanaugh is surely a star. All 23 PTA units in the Saddleback Valley Council feel the support and leadership that their council provides. Their council provides a forum 3 times a year in which the school presidents meet with the superintendent, where current issues are discussed, questions are answered, and accomplishments are shared. The council offers fall and spring training for all school officers, and each PTA is offered a mentor. President roundtables occur several times a year to focus on specific areas like advocacy, programs, and special education. Advocacy is an important piece of Saddleback Valley Council. They recently held a candidates forum, sponsored a mental health resolution that was brought before the California State PTA, and actively worked on a school board bond measure by providing volunteers for phone banks and canvassing. This year, one major concentration was the advocacy for students with special needs and awareness of the need to be inclusive in all PTA events. The council will tell you that their greatest accomplishment this year is their relationship with district administration that has developed with the PTA events and roundtables. Their theme for 2019-2020 was Partnership is Powerful, with the core focus in 3 areas: people, programs, and promoting PTA. Bravo, Saddleback Valley. Dr. Christopher Downing is in his 2nd year serving as superintendent of Anaheim Elementary School District. In this very short amount of time, he has made a huge impact on parent engagement and equity throughout the district. Dr. Downing has shown his support for PTA by attending all the monthly association meetings and asking for input from PTA members on virtually all matters that concern their children's school. With the new district-wide program implementations, Dr. Downing has come to PTA for feedback and support before moving forward, as he truly and honestly values parents. He has personally invited parents to serve on committees like LCAP, Budget Advisory, GATE Task Force, and others. His commitment to the students and families he serves led to the implementation of dual language being offered at each of the 23 sites in Spanish and 1 in Korean, a huge improvement from the select sites of previous years. He also moved to a district-wide implementation of e-STEAMed at each site, which adds equitable and engaging and dual language to the normal STEAM so that all students have accessibility. NAM recently recognized the Anaheim Elementary School District as the best communities for music education. Another standout commitment has been made in the area of social-emotional learning of students. Dr. Downing has seen to it that each school has a full mental health team consisting of a psychologist, a counselor, behavioral health aides, and a social worker. He truly cares for the whole child. When we presented this honor to Dr. Downing, he said he would treasure this award, when in fact, it is us in PTA who treasure Dr. Downing. Our 4th District PTA annual awards look a little different in 2021. Not all schools and PTAs had the same opportunities to be on their campuses or had the same accessibility or resources when it came to providing PTA's mission to positively impact the lives of all children and families. PTAs had to really think outside of the box, and several PTAs did just that. Many came up with innovative and creative ideas for programs, advocacy, enrichment, and services. They found ways to engage students and families. Just like the Energizer Bunny, they took a lickin', aka COVID, and kept ticking. In no particular order, here are some of the impactful actions of our PTA honorees who distinguished themselves and kept going and going and going. PTAs held virtual family nights, activities including carving pumpkins, playing holiday bingo and trivia, dancing, and making gratitude cards. Many PTAs are rocking their social media with lots of information for families and students to stay engaged. Many have created PTA websites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter sites. Some have gotten inspiration from YouTube and Pinterest and created programs that are relatable to their audiences and their communities. A PTA held a virtual readathon and a virtual book fair that had the most sales in the entire country, and a Virtual Abilities Awareness Week. One PTA hosted their version of an outdoor science camp, on campus and socially distanced, complete with a number of STEAM activities and fun. A PTA shared virtual programs with other PTAs within their council. They shared very creative and innovative ways to have bingo, making LED lit cards, and fun Wooblebots. That's using more steam. Sharing is caring. One PTA engaged many of their school families. They managed to inspire a great many PTA memberships, more than the combined number of 10 other PTAs in their council. A PTA held a giving night. It was a drive-through in which parents brought donations and were welcomed and cheered on by PTA, ASB, and staff. They were able then to donate over 2,000 pounds of food and supplies to local shelters. They also held a readathon in which students read and logged over 2,600 hours and raised over $23,000 for their school. One PTA has been hosting parent education nights, held a candidates forum in the fall, and hot chocolate sing-alongs, all programs to keep kids and parents involved. A PTA held a give back project in which parents provided gift cards from local restaurants and businesses and donated to PTA. They are auctioned off to fund PTA programs. Local businesses and students benefit, a win-win for community building. One PTA council was featured on broadcast news. Collectively, all their units gathered or donated $11,000 in just 3 short days so they could provide school supplies for every child in the district. Our 4th District PTAs are awesome!